All right, so Young Thug finally breaks his silence on everything that has happened with the trial and within music, on things that he can talk about, can't talk about. He even couple of new songs he dropped. He literally was like saying he don't mess with Buddy no more, talking about Gunner. So this is him sitting down with GQ on one of his recent video shoots. So let's take a listen and get into his thoughts on everything that has transpired.
You had lyrics of yours used against you in court. How'd that feel?
I felt kind of crazy and cool because it's like, oh, everybody listen to me, you know?
Yeah.
But crazy, like the first amendment is freedom of speech, like it's crazy. Well, third or fourth, but like the top five.
If I understand correctly, part of the terms of the probation are like there's certain things you can't talk about, right? On records now?
Like I can't do nothing like gang things or stuff like that on the internet.
Right.
I could really talk about what I want to talk about in music.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay. So it didn't feel inhibited in any way on the new record? Didn't change the way?
Nah. I normally like rap about cool things, you know? I just got like a few lyrics where I just rap about street stuff.
Uh-huh.
And those are the lyrics that they try to use against me. But
yeah.
most of the time I don't rap about that type of stuff, you know?
Does it make you think twice about rapping about street stuff?
Yeah, because just like the impact that you got on the community, the youth, and not because of like the law. It's more so just like realistically, like kids actually listen to us. Like, all right, we got to like dumb it down. So, you know, I listen to like new rappers now and I'm like, my kid can't listen to that. That's great.
Really?
So I'd be like, damn, like so contradictory.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondered that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
I guess that's his own form of answer, huh? Were there moments if you wondered if you would ever get out?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Are you thinking about yourself, your family, your career? Like, where does the mind go?
Family, kids, just, you know, career was like last. Mm-hmm. That was like relevant.
Really? Because you like, I mentioned this before, but like you went in at the height, the pinnacle. I could see wondering like, oh, am I going to get that back?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll get it back.
Because as an outsider, it was crazy to watch. It's like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This guy is like at the top of the craft and now he can't do this thing that he does.
It happens like that sometimes.
Does it happen like that?
I said sometimes.
Sometimes. I think it would be human to feel in that situation like a great injustice is being done to me. Did you ever feel that way?
Absolutely. Every day.
Really? Every day?
Yeah. Innocent man.
It ended up being the longest criminal trial in Georgia history, I think.
Yes.
Something so crazy that never had happened before happened, and you were at the center of it. Did it feel personal?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hopefully personal.
Yeah.
But we made it back.
Before all this happened, I think Atlanta was like the center of rap culture. Do you think it still is?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We create the wave. You got other places that's popping for sure. Like everybody's popping now.
Yeah.
But like everybody still like sound like Atlanta or like move to Atlanta or rap about Atlanta. It's like you got artists from a whole other place rapping about Atlanta.
Even if you're not there, I assume you still feel like one of the kind of leaders of that scene, that city. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the guys that plowed Atlanta into the rap industry.
You would put yourself in that category.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Who else would you put in that category?
Future, Savage, Lil Baby, Migos, Tip, Andre 3000, Gucci.
That's the Mount Rushmore right there.
Absolutely. We got a lot of kings in Atlanta.
Have you kept?
Dang, so he just named who he thinks is the top dogs that made Atlanta what it is. He ain't put Gunner on that list. So that right there is a defining line, lets you know he don't mess with Buddy at all, bro. If I'm on a case and you go and take a plea and give testimony against me on a case we're on, we ain't buddies no more. We ain't friends no more. Don't call me if you get locked up.
What's up with like rap in general? What do you think of the current like state of the art?
I'm a musician, so I don't think no music is bad or nothing is like wrong. Everything is just fire.
Well, it feels like when you were away, it was sort of dominated by this like Drake Kendrick thing, you know?
Yeah, for most of it.
Which I don't know if you have like a side in that. Atlanta kind of even got dragged in by Kendrick, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just like spoke on people's name in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. But
But,
I'm like a Drake fan.
Do you feel like it's like rap music in general?
Dang, Doug just took Drake's side. He said, I'm a Drake fan. He basically saying he don't mess with Kendrick. Dang, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
What do you remember about like your early days as an artist when you think about those days now?
Just like being happy and like free.
I've heard interviews where you talked about kind of bruising early encounters with the industry. Like your deal with Gucci was like kind of weird, right? Or like even Lior, I've heard you say like that started out kind of weird, right?
Yeah. Because we just didn't know each other.
Yeah.
We ended up being like good friends, mentors.
Did you like hold those dealings against them, you know, later on?
When I was younger, yeah. Because I
Yeah.
just didn't realize and recognize like people's point of view or way of hustling. Now I have some of those similar ways of hustling and points of view. So now it's just like, oh, okay. Even when we got cool, like me and Leo got super cool, like he my mentor. Like even when we got like super cool, like I still didn't understand some of the things he did that I felt like he did back then. But now just like growing older and like owning a record label and doing things like that, it's like, okay, cool.
It does seem like you made a point though with your label of maybe doing differently with artists than the way that people dealt with you.
Yeah, I don't be really like taking money from my artists and stuff like that. I just like to help people, you know. I think God put me in there for a reason, and I know.
Yeah, what's the
friend
reason?
situation- I don't know. I think like because I always felt like I was a good guy, so it was like, why do I got to go to jail for you to like show me something? Why you just can't tell? I guess I was just hard-headed, and I think I love people so much to the point where the only thing that'll make me not love you anymore or just like dislike you is like betrayal, like real life betrayal when life is dependent on it.
Is that something you felt like was happening?
Betrayal happen every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know that. I mean, you gotta ask. I feel betrayed. I feel jaded. Like, it's crazy.
Does it feel good to be standing here right now then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Plead guilty to 6 counts. That a difficult decision?
Absolutely. Just pleading guilty to something you know that you didn't do or that's not yours is crazy. But you get a chance to keep fighting and then worry about the juror's fate or you just go ahead now, go home.
Still feels like the right decision now?
Yeah.
Are you like domestic? Are you in the house?
Yeah, for the most part. My girl, she be,
Your girl's Mariah the Scientist, right?
yeah,
Are y'all like on the couch watching shows?
absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Just like total domestic
Sometimes
bliss.
you gotta come get me from where I'm at though. Sometimes I don't want to go home. She's just like,
Oh,
I'm about
she gotta
coming.
come grab you.
right.
She was in court supporting you, right?
Yeah,
That must have meant something to you.
absolutely.
There's this song on the record that is like so raw, where you guys are basically just singing to each other.
Yeah.
So confessional that I was like, I wonder if they thought twice about sharing this with people.
No. It's
No?
music. It's just like, there's people all over the world going through that.
It felt
Oh.
very intimate though.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something there that relate to you.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, you hear,
It's
right.
good.
All right. That's your point, right? That's art.
That's good.
Yeah. But it's like you're putting a lot of yourself out there in that art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's your job.
You think so?
As an artist, that's your job. What else is to talk about? You want to talk about clothes and shoes, or you want to talk about real things? Like things that people could feel forever and like come see, you know?
Yeah. Although there's a great tradition of
Right.
songs about clothes and shoes too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Sometimes you gotta do that too. I do that to like keep people up to par with what to wear.
Yeah.
So the young guys that's looking up to me that want to know what coat this is and what thermals these are, those guys could be like, oh, this what it is.
I do need to know what thermals those are. We're gonna need to know.
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay. All right. I accept. You mentioned your own new record earlier, UY Scooty. Did it feel the same as it felt before? Like when you came back and started doing it again? Did it come easy? Did it come hard?
It came easy. I never lost it. Nothing. I never lost it. I
Never
wrote
lost
music in jail and like I just listen to music sometimes in court and like things like that. So I never like lost it. I was still up the par on like what was going on, you know.
Did it feel like making other records?
No, it's a whole different feeling for sure.
How so?
Cause you just in court fighting for your life. Now you like in the studio at home, surrounded by love and beats.
One thing I noticed about the record is you can really hear like every word. You hear your voice. It's like high in the mix. There's not a lot of effects. It's just like the voice is right there. Was that deliberate? Was that something you
Absolutely.
thought about? Yeah.
I've told like my manager, I told G off like things like I just want to make music where you can actually hear me. Cause I always talk this, but like sometimes you can't like hear it. Sometimes you're like, what are you saying? You know?
Yeah.
So it's like now like I feel like I'm new. I feel like I'm a new artist. I feel like I just came in the rap game again.
A big family. I know you guys are close.
Yeah.
Are you still around them?
Absolutely.
Well, I say, because if I understand correctly, tell me if I'm wrong, that like part of your probation is you can't go home, right? You can't go back to Atlanta?
Yeah. Only for like certain things.
Only for certain things.
Yeah.
Do you miss it?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's home.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I
You're
was
like-
already out of Atlanta before this case.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I lived in LA.
Like fully in LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since like 2017.
So you don't really feel like you're in exile or anything?
Yes.
You do?
Absolutely.
Well, if you can't go back, then I guess by definition, right?
Can't go home. It's crazy.
What does that feel like?
It just feels like abuse.
Do you have bigger ambitions for the label or just in general kind of going forward?
Yeah, we just pushing positivity, and we just going for the gusto. We trying to like kill the whole rap game and just like do it big and just help people in general, help society, help the communities we from, and just like be just so great, you know?
I remember when you started out, people make a big deal of the fact that it was like, oh, you wore a dress on the cover of an album. In retrospect, were you trying to be provocative or was that just kind of naturally like the way you came up?
I think it was just like making people mad.
Like by design?
Provocative to a man is crazy. I think I was just doing it like just making people mad.
Like intentionally?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was fun. And where did it come from? Where did the idea come from?
I don't know.
Yeah?
A lot of my ideas come from UI Scooty.
The stars.
Just come from
Outer space. Now I think when people kind of write the history of this era, they give you a ton of credit for that, bringing that super like melodic trap sound to maybe like more of the mainstream of rap.
I'm the first to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Because I always think that I was the first to do things, and then I'll see like, oh, fuck, I see history, and it's just like, damn, they did that. Like, it's crazy.
But it felt like you were the first
Yeah.
to do it. Yeah. A lot of that early stuff was like Rich Gang. It was like with Rich Homie Quan. Why did that partnership end?
I think we just grew and became our own bosses and men, and then we didn't want to keep doing like the Rich Gang albums. We were getting bigger, so it's like I want to like do my own shit. I want to like, you know.
You wanted to do your own thing.
I think he did. I was okay with it, but because I feel like I love music, but I don't care about song. I'll have a #1 hit record song, and I'll put you on it. I don't care.
Right.
It's just like, so what? Whoever goes to the top with you, go to the top. I don't care. You know, I never was the guy that cared about that type of stuff, you know? So I would have been okay with just like keep doing it. And we still was dropping our own music at the same time of doing that. So it's just like, it really was bigger. But I guess like everybody couldn't see that. So people just do things. Make mistakes.
Do you hear your influence now?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you hear that you're like, oh, that's me?
I don't want to say everything, but like, and the crazy part is I can't say that everybody like do something that I did, because it was a lot of things that I did in the beginning that somebody else did, but I never knew they did it. I just like did it.
What's an example of that? You think
Like
of one?
wearing a dress. I never saw nobody wear a dress.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I
like
just
maybe
did it.
somebody did, but you never saw it. Yeah.
Then as soon as I did it, people like, oh, Andre 3000, this and that, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy did it, and this guy did it, and just like, oh, now everybody did. So I can't say, you know, people flows or people like rhythms and things just 100% come from me. I think that it can.
But like if you listen to the radio now, you're like, Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's me.
Yeah, you hear some shit and you just like, for sure, me for sure. Like you never sounded like that, or you never rapped like that.
What about style? Do you see your influence in that?
I wore skinny jeans when everybody wore big jeans.
The other one that comes to mind is like the choker, right? Where it's like the big chain becomes like the small chain.
Right.
and
I just never liked long chains back then. I got a lot of long chains now, but back then I never liked long chains. So I was probably the first rapper ever cutting chains, you know. But I see like old videos from like 94, 93 with Tupac and I'm on the short chain. So it's like I thought I was the first person doing it. You know?
Do you know where it's going? I mean, I feel like maybe I'm looking at where it's going style-wise, but do you like think people watch you very closely in terms of like what you're wearing?
Yeah. I'm just like one of the people that just like opened those doors for like us. Like people probably was scared to wear a dress, you know, until me. The first time it happened was obviously Andre 3000 and whoever was before him, but
Yeah.
this generation, this fucking time, I'm the person for that, you know?
I guess it would be natural to want things to be the way they were before. You know what I'm saying? Like before all this stuff happened. Are you okay? Like if it's different now?
Yeah, because it's different for like for better.
You think so?
Yeah, in certain ways, you know? I'm smarter, I'm older, I know what jail feels like. I know what, you know, faults, betrayals, I know what everything feels like, and I know like how to go forward.
I don't think anybody would opt for 2 years in prison, longest criminal trial in Georgia history. No one would choose to go through that. But do you feel at peace with all that stuff at this point?
Yeah, I felt that peace with it when I was going through it. It's just the probation part that's like kind of stupid to me, but like I felt peace the whole time. Like I wasn't stressed at all. I really was chilling. I guess I just knew subconsciously that wasn't the end for me, because I got bigger plans for me.
So you felt peace then. How do you feel now?
I feel peace, absolutely. I feel like more peace now. Like you can move with almost nothing over your head, you know. You got probation, but that's really nothing. I'm not gonna violate probation, you know. Almost like fully. Once probation over, then it's like, okay, cool, you know.
Then it's full peace.
For sure.
And until then?
It's 90%.
But maybe we'll take 90%.
Absolutely. I'll take 10% peace.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There it is, man. I mean, he asked some good questions because, I mean, we haven't heard his thoughts on none of this. His situation with Gunna, situation with the label, him being locked up. Like, this is the first time we've got an in-depth look at, like, what he thinks and what he feels. I like the fact that he tapped in about telling his manager and telling the engineers to make his vocals a lot more clear. Because he's one of the rappers known for, like him and Future, a lot of times they speak so much slang or quote unquote mumble rap to where you don't know what they're saying. Like even when you play it back and listen to an acapella, it's really hard to decipher what they're saying. So even him growing as an artist, and like I said, I do not know this man personally. This is just my own personal take, and not doing it from no malice. You know what I mean? Like I mean no malice. I mean no bad intent, no ill will towards anybody and anything I do and how I move in life today. I think it's good, like as an artist, when you grow and you realize, okay, I have a voice. My voice is important. I have a big voice. A lot of people listen. A lot of people respect and look up to what I say and what I do. So I think it's good sonically when it comes to the music that he made a conscious decision to tell his manager and engineers, like, yo, make my vocals really, really clear and prevalent in the mix. I want people to hear every word I'm saying. Because that's one thing, personally, me and artists I work with, to where I always have a struggle with trying to get people to get more clarity so that the listener can fully understand and hear. But I don't know, pretty good interview. Yeah, so it's your boy D, and that was Young Thug finally breaks his silence reaction video. I'm out.